Hello everybody, conclusion to my week, getting through my training, going very well. Worked through breaks here last couple days, got all my computer online, caught up, so I had the exact time I needed to do my constitutional forum with many academics around the world, and found another expert from Ethiopia. A big exchange of emails at the end again. Just truly great. I actually got to present the Canadian Constitutionalist Party in one setting on introductory, so I know that's getting some interest in that community, and from Ireland, at least some more African countries, which I find really important to everybody. African countries really have a firm grasp on kind of where I'm going and what I'm trying to do, and of course the U.S. as well too. That's always great, especially when I hear from those type of academics, real world-class scholars, just incredible. I presented a group setting, got to talk about several questions that were very paramount to what we're focusing on here as a party. I got to tell them that, yes, I'd love to have all of you out in all the various communities, especially in all the languages and of the cultures, for all the new Canadians. It's such diversity, and even Canadians that have immigrated from the past but have those cultural roots. We really need those experts. It's going to be great. I love being incorporated into these things. It's just phenomenal. Today was about listening to ideas. I do notice South America and the way they view courts so much different than America, Canada, and other countries who have that resistance, especially if you're colonial from the British or French. I know with Africa, they understand that old French system too. So there's a big hesitation. I have it too. I kind of get alerted. Like, I don't want to give courts too much power. I don't want the juristocracy. And I don't think Canadians would either. It's interesting. It was just phenomenal. What a way to finish my Friday, and just to have so much input from all over the world. This time people came out and were just speaking. It was so great. Just a learning and a listening, and small presentation, not much. I presented a little bit, not too much, but it was incredible, everybody, and it's going to be incredible. I believe we're going to have so many people on board with helping with this process, especially if it's provided in a free format, and that's what the Canadian Constitutionalist Party can do. So be excited, everybody, it's going to be great, and there's just so much knowledge out there, so much to share with every Canadian, and we got into some real specifics, real good debate structures, different experiences of experts from other countries, the negative aspects, current things that are happening all over the world in amendments, redesign of entire constitutions. It's certain countries look at that as paramount. Others think it's a bad idea, and it's actually a majority think it's a bad idea, but I guess that depends on where you're at as a country. And, people talking about throwing, I guess, the baby out with the bathwater. I mean, it depends. It really depends on how strong the abuse of the system is. And it's not always about codification either, even though that was the big topic. That's big C constitutionalism, which I believe is very important. But in different aspects, I still have a lot more to learn, and other countries to really explore. And hearing from Asian countries is cool too. The Democrat side ones, like South Korea today, it was impressive. It's a lot. I've screenshotted so much. I have so many more contacts to add to the pool. It's great. Things are just going incredibly well, everybody. Just my thoughts today for those interested. It's coming, and it's just going to be something so well put together, such a macrochet of so many from around the world, the pitfalls, the trials, the tribulations, the do's and don'ts, what did work, what didn't work, depending on the country. It's phenomenal. It's more than I could have ever expected, and it only gets better and better the further I go with this. What a way to end my week, and I'm getting trained on my new job too, so it was worth it to push really hard. And now Monday I get to write all day I get to write, which I need a good day of myself just to write. We're coming there, everybody. I know I'm in so many different things right now, but that's called multitasking, and we don't always get to decide our schedules and how things are going to work. We just absorb it. It can be high stress. I am under somewhat of a little bit of a high stress situation right now with a lot of different things, but it all has to be done, and a person just has to persevere and get the job done. That's the Canadian way. It's definitely the Alberta way. One thing I can say about Ontario here, and it was kind of funny, one guy's like, what do you mean? Like, I find driving out here way more relaxed, reduced speed limits, I would think. Like even on the big freeways, I find it's really relaxed. I think it's that reduction at every level of the speed limit. Even though the volume might be higher, it's not, I find it more relaxed personally. But I'm from Alberta, so I don't know, and I've never been out here before. I mean, might be different if I'm driving through downtown Toronto this weekend. We'll see, But thanks, everybody. It was a great day. Thumbs up, really good. Just updating everybody. Phenomenal growth in a lot of areas. It's good. Bye now.